Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Daniel, Eyes of the Tiger, for a deep dive perspective into college football. So please share, like, and subscribe. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Daniel, Eyes of the Tiger. Thanks so much for joining me. Happy Halloween. Stay safe and have fun. A couple of things. We're going to do a quick hitter tonight entitled Left for Dead. The AAC bounces back fast. Yes, the American Athletic Conference 2 years ago basically left in the dust as conference realignment reared its ugly head, and three of their premier schools in the American were taken to the Big 12, who had lost both Oklahoma and Texas to the SEC. So, dating back to 2013, the inception of the American Athletic Conference, it was basically taking the remnants of the Big East and the best teams in Conference USA, putting them together, getting about a $2 million TV deal from ESPN annually. The only program with any real tradition or history or success would be Houston, primarily from its old Southwest Conference days. But rapidly, that conference of really no names in the pantheon of college football emerged onto the national stage. The alarm bell was sounded by Baylor, or rather when Baylor lost by double digits to UCF in a New Year's Six Bowl. That sent a message as a brand new team, basically been a Division I just several years, beat the Big 12 champion. Then we saw in the next several years, around 2014, in that era, we saw some huge wins. Temple upset Penn State there in Philadelphia, huge ratings, the biggest college ratings ever in Philadelphia by Temple and Matt Rule. Then we saw Houston go on a great run, 22-4 over 2 years with Tom Herman, who beat 6-0 against Power 5 teams. Again, the biggest being against number 3 Oklahoma, double-digit underdog, again winning by double-digit in Houston. There, letting people know the AAC's for real. Memphis then beat number 13 Ole Miss by double digits as a double-digit underdog, and Ole Miss had beaten Alabama and Florida, was number 13 in the country. You saw that great Navy team, and their quarterback set the touchdown, all-time NCAA touchdown record for that historic season by the midshipmen. And then 2017, we saw, in that era, we saw UCF 25-0 on a 25 straight winning streak, 13-0 in 2017, beating Auburn in the Peach Bowl. So the then conference, then there was basically what you had is conference realignment, again, hammering the conference. So just 2 years ago, and that was coming off the heels of COVID in 2020. So for most people, and the perception was that conference is dead. They are left, they're going to be left in the dust. And yet or if we played you every week, if you got to play us every week, we'd put you to the test. Okay, let's see what's happened in the last 2 years. SMU also left for the Atlantic Coast Conference, the ACC, paying their way in. They get no TV money. By the way, they showed up in their first year and played for the conference championship. And, they were not a dominant program. They're a good program, especially the last few years in the American, but they weren't a dominating program. And there they were in the first year playing for the ACC championship game, in the AAC championship game. So then, you see this, these teams leave, and suddenly the American has got to add a bunch of teams, or they've got to see some teams bounce, just like they did in 2013. And so that is what has been occurring rapidly. Now we've seen both Tulane and Memphis win the AAC, go to the Cotton Bowl, which I think when Tulane beat USC, that signaled that really the end of the Pac-12 as we knew it and the surging of the American Athletic Conference. So then now you've got this conference that the perception was, oh, they're done. It's not. In the top of the Big 12, you have 50% of those American Athletic Conference teams either in first or second place, being Houston and Cincinnati, and then 3 of the 4 are the expansion or the new members, the rookies. So to the Big 12, counting BYU, 3 of the top 4. So they put you to the test. They're putting you to the test, and the American is playing just like they did back when Cincinnati was taking Georgia to the wire there in the college football playoff for 3.5 quarters. So it doesn't surprise me one bit. But Tulane, Memphis have got some real momentum. Despite coaching turnover, they continue to hire great coaches and win. Not concerned with them even in the present time at all. So then you've got underperforming East Carolina that has the best attendance in the league and never beats anybody out of conference to help the league. They really have underperformed, frankly. Navy had some tremendous teams. They also changed coaches, implemented more of a passing game. They're sitting there undefeated right now. So you have number 25 Memphis, number 26 Navy, 1 loss Tulane, their only loss was at Ole Miss, and then USF, who lost that tough one up in Memphis, which was number 18. That should have been a top 20 game, but Memphis lost to UAB the previous week. So USF dropped to number 30. Still, that is 4 teams in the top 30 from the AAC in just 2 years' time. So you'll see some of these programs will surge into the top 25 over in the coming weeks. So then you have also getting votes, 1 loss, North Texas, the Mean Green leads the country in scoring. So this conference is not dead. Now, are they a threat? Yes. Are they nationally relevant? Not so fast, my friend. Stay tuned. Stay safe. Have fun. Be kind. And laugh a lot. Thanks so much. See you next time.